During this video, we'll learn how to use the sketch tools available in SOLIDWORKS to create a three-dimensional model. The part that we will create today is the C-frame, often found in robots.
Before we create our C-frame, we'll examine the completed C-frame and understand the basics of using SOLIDWORKS to model three-dimensional parts. Let's first observe the C-frame from a cross-sectional point of view. We notice that the frame has a tilted C shape, hence the name. Therefore, our first step would be to sketch the outline of our C-frame. Then we have to use the Extrude Boss Base tool to make our 2D sketch into a 3D part. After that, we have to give our C-frame rounded corners by using the fillet tools. Lastly, the holes in the frame can be added using the Hole Wizard in SOLIDWORKS. The two lessons in this unit will cover all the tools we've just mentioned, thus enabling us to create our own desired parts.
First, create a new part. Now you can draw a sketch of the C-frame. Select the Sketch tab in the Tool Manager and select the Sketch tool. You must indicate the location of where you want to draw the sketch. Select Right Plane. Take note that the cursor is now in sketch mode and that a new feature labeled Sketch 1 has been added to the Features Manager. Now select the Line tool from the Sketch Tools palette. Click the cursor on the origin, which is the center of the screen. Drag the cursor toward the top of the screen to create the desired length, and then click again. The Sketch tool draws a line. Repeat these steps again to draw two additional lines.
To identify the dimensions of the C-frame, select the Smart Dimension tool from the Sketch tool palette. Click the top line and you'll see a bracket appear with the current dimension inside the brackets. Click again and set the dimension of the top line to 25 millimeters. Repeat for the left line and give it a dimension of 25 millimeters as well. Take note that the line on the left and the line on the right are not the same length. To make the two lines the same length, you can use a relation. Click the drop-down menu of the Display Delete Relation button and select Add Relation. Now select both lines. In the Add Relations palette, select Equal and click the check mark to finalize the feature. Next, you can use the Offset tool to create the intersection of the C-frame. Click Offset Entities in the Sketch Tools palette. In the Parameter section, set the thickness to 3.17 millimeters and select the Reverse checkbox. Select a line in the sketch and press the Enter key to complete the edit. Now use the Line tool to seal the open ends.
The sketch is now complete. Now you can convert the C-frame into a three-dimensional part. There are multiple tools available in the Features tab of the Tool Manager that you can use to create three-dimensional parts. To use the Extrude function to create a three-dimensional part, click Extrude Boss Base. In Direction 1, use the drop-down box to select Mid-Plane. Let's set the length of the extrude to 102 millimeters and press the Enter key. The C-frame requires rounded edges, which you can create using the Fillet tool. Select the Fillet tool from the Features tab. In the Property Manager, set the radius of the fillet to 6.35 millimeters. To specify the corners that should be rounded, select them and click on the check mark to finalize the new feature. In this lesson, we learned how to create a C-frame part by using the Sketch, Relations, and Extrude tools available in SOLIDWORKS.